Good evening, guys. Welcome to Pat Taste Performance Weekly Live. Well, I guess it'd be bi-weekly because we had to cancel our last live because I guess someone is feeling and looking better.
Yeah.
I don't think the camera's picking it up, right? I don't think so.
I'm glad.
We definitely couldn't have gotten away with it last week. She just wasn't feeling up to it, and I understand. So we just decided to cancel a week live, even though you cannot spell team without me. I know she gets jealous and feels some sort of type of way when it's just us guys hanging out.
Or in his case, girl. But
guys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to say hi to anybody? Everybody's been leaving you comments, sending me messages on Instagram, which I've read all of them to her because there was a certain point in time she couldn't see anything.
No. So I guess we'll open up with that because I don't want to leave anyone hanging. I certainly did not, I'm the first one to always respond to you guys.
Oh, really? Oh, sure. We'll just let it slide. Okay. We'll just let it slide.
I am the quickest to respond to you.
Okay.
But honest to goodness, I literally could barely see. So the mister was doing a great job in responding. So to catch everybody up, I had started about a week and a half ago with something that seemed as, I guess you'd want to say like, and I don't want to understate it because I know some people have had even a family member share with me like 2 weeks ago, he experienced what seemed to be like a really bad sty. And that's kind of like what I thought I had about 2 weeks ago. Went to the eye doctor thinking like no big deal. It would have been like my first in ever. But what was definitely suspicious was that I was losing sight in my left eye. And I know there is no sty that would cause, we'll go through. Relax.
Okay.
My God. There's no sty that causes you to lose your vision in your eye. So basically, like within that first visit, I took myself, and within 24 hours, I literally got up in the middle of the night and I said to him, and honestly, I was very emotional because there is nothing like getting up in the middle of the night and literally you go from looking like a sty to I was swollen from probably about the brow line down to about mid jawline, swollen, lid hanging, couldn't see anything. And I was really visibly upset and said to him, like, I can't see anything. So immediately went into action, and
2 o'clock in the morning wakes me up, hysterical crying, saying, I can't see. I'm looking at her like, what would you like me to do at 2 o'clock in the morning?
At 2 o'clock, I just wanted to make him aware that literally I knew, like, basically I wasn't driving myself anywhere to get help the next day. Clearly.
There's more to that. We don't want to backtrack, but she has very good skin, right? So she doesn't have, I guess you would say, like pimples or anything like that.
No.
She's allergic to penicillin, so they're using alternative methods. And the doctor who was treating her didn't inform us of that, and some of the symptoms and all the stuff was going on. So she had, like, it looked like pimples. And she was upset about that too. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Maybe because, like when you're sleeping, your eye is whatever and you don't clean it, which I get it because you're sleeping. When you wake up, you clean it. Sometimes it's too late. Those were actually like pus pockets, and there's her body fighting what was going on. And when those pus pockets pop, they reinfected the eye and it made it look worse. Like it looked like.
You sort of have it, honey. Well, these pus, it's actually periorbital cellulitis.
Say that 10 times fast.
So if anybody has ever heard of cellulitis, most people actually get it on their legs. So basically, and we do have some lovely family members and friends who, if you ever had a sty before, those are caused by bacteria. Like those are caused by you don't wash your hands and you rub your eye, makeup brushes, etc. Periorbital cellulitis, any kind of cellulitis, is like the body's autoimmune response to some type of internal stressors. Let's face it, when the doctor did like a rundown of what could be stressing you, like are you sleeping enough? Are there stressors? There's a laundry list of things. I mean, you guys have been around for the most recent. We had a scare. I should say I had a scare with thyroid cancer just this summer. We just found out the last week in August that like I was cleared from that. There's other things on the plate when it comes to building our family that I'm going through now as well. Like there's a lot. And the people around us, I know they mean well by offering their suggestions of like, makeup brushes, etc., things like that. It has not, cellulitis has nothing to do with external. It's all internal. So basically this was like the body's way of saying like, hey, you, like something is not okay. And the doctor said this is a huge wake-up call that, your body is basically saying to you. And it's funny to me that it didn't happen in my legs or my gut, because that's usually where they happen. Orbital cellulitis is so rare. And so the fact that it happened, boom, right here to me, I feel like that was like karma in itself to be like, hey, wake up. You've got to like start taking care of you and putting other things, like prioritizing. And it was because I had to take time off of work. I'm actually someone, I
had to take time off work.
I called him one day when he finally could go back to work. And I remember saying to him, like, this is not me. Like, I am not, and nothing against any, women or men who like staying home. I don't like staying home. I like working.
No, you were just home alone because you texted me. It's not the same when you're not here.
Well, it's hard to not feel well and then you're home. And there was one day, like, I literally was trying to do like trivial things for myself. And the littlest things were hard to do. And it was so helpful having like a two pairs, a pair of eyes that work, at home for you. And to be honest with you, like we've talked about this before, like even when we start a family, I'm not going to lie. Like I do want to be home for a certain segment of that child's life, but I picture myself being a working parent. I love what I do for a living. I want my children to see that like you can have it all. You could be a working parent, you could be successful at parenting, you could be successful in the workplace. And I want my children to see like you can love what you do. So this really kind of set me back. And I'll be honest, I just went this morning. I left the house like a little after 6 because this doctor is like fighting traffic in the morning. I want to say God bless anybody who has a city commute in the morning. I have never been so grateful for the fact that my commute to work, knock on wood, is not a rough one in the morning, because you had to see me battling. And I left myself an hour and 40 minutes to get there this morning. And I was still battling that going west traffic this morning. And I have to tell you, the doctor said this morning, I've got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get rid of, basically the cyst will not go away. It's literally reinfecting itself from what she sees. To me, I thought, I actually went in this morning and she goes, how do you feel? I said, look how great it looks. And when she looked at me under the magnifying lens, she goes, okay, your swelling went down. Yeah, that's probably why you think it looks great. And I said, well, I can see. And she goes, it's still there. And I said, oh. So I have another treatment I have to get. I have to go to the pharmacy and get more crud to put on it. I've got 2 weeks, and literally November 13th, which actually we're having a big family event that day. If that morning this hasn't gone away, it's not completely gone, I have to have it removed. And yes, I will be Patch Adams for about 48 to 72 hours, which I'm sure he'll document for the channel.
Which I told you should wear. So the first day when she woke me up 2 o'clock in the morning, I take her to the doctor. It literally looked like she went 12 rounds with Mike Tyson, and all he did was beat up that eye. So when we got done, due to what's going on right now, there's only one person on the doctor's office, and you have to sit there for hours because they're understaffed because of whatever. By the time we were done, they gave her medication, and they're just like, listen, you have to eat before you take this. So then I'm like, well, let's go to the diner, because then you have your choice of morning food and lunch. You can pick whatever you want. And when we got there, she was like, the waitress is giving you like really dirty, nasty looks.
They were looking, so they kept looking at me with this eye, and then they kept looking at him.
Because I look such like a...
And by no means right now do I want to make light of that kind of situation, because there's people out there going through that. But I'll be honest, the diner we went to wasn't like a mainstream diner. This was like a little local diner
that we don't go to.
It probably hasn't been renovated since like the 70s. It's a bit old school, but like that good, yummy, like delicious food. And the waitresses there kept giving him such an eye, because I think they were not even thinking that this could have been like a medical condition. And I really never felt so uncomfortable. Like, I literally wanted to say, like, I just came from an eye doctor.
And I wanted to play games. Like, if she's going to, like, I don't know, I want to order yet. I'm going to be like, what do you mean you didn't order yet? But I'm like, we
not even funny. Not even funny. But you know what? Right now, I just need all the good vibes, friends. Send me the good wishes, because
Send me good wishes too, because I need it.
I just need like all the good wishes that like I follow all the doctor's orders, and what's left here goes away in 2 weeks, because the recovery from her removing it would not be a happy one. But then I should be like on the road to all goodness. But my God, like, you take your sight for granted, and not having it.
But this happened in Halloween. You should have been a pirate for at least a week, and you didn't want to do any of that. Didn't even want to, like, where do you go for an eye patch? Well, now it's Halloween. You can go anywhere for an eye patch. She wanted nothing to
my lantern.
do with it.
And to think I consider birthing something that has half his chromosomes.
I'm just thinking outside the box.
Again, I actually want that.
That's what I do.
I repeat, I want that.
That's what I do. That's what we do. We always think outside the box.
Moving right along.
Go ahead, go through the chat.
Tim, good to have you here.
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking.
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, honey. Good to have you here. Oh, Steve, Lovebug. Yeah. So like I said, I was so surprised when I went this morning, because I went in like with bells on. I told her, get me in, get me out. My students have a parade today.
I'm surprised while I was at work, you just didn't call him.
Yes, because Steve can come down from Canada and just take me to my doctor's appointment. Steve, you know what? I'll just give you his room at this point. It's just that, you know what? I've got Ken Small Engines. He's got the one room already cleaned. Ken, I'm just waiting for you to move in.
Between him and Bruce, they could take care.
I didn't know Bruce took up a room. I've already got Ken moved in one. Steve, you might just have to share if you don't mind sharing. I've got a king size bed. Roger, good to have you. Good morning.
Absolutely.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, what?
Can't blame eyesight on that one, sweetheart.
No, this is called Friday before Halloween in a school.
Isn't Friday Sunday? Sunday?
Yes, we had our parade today, a party today. Your wife was at her doctor's appointment.
Were you a pirate today?
No, I was 101 Dalmatian. It was very cute, actually.
Okay.
Why would I be a pirate?
Because your eye.
We work as a school.
Okay.
What, is everyone going to be a pirate with me?
Well, pirates are rebels and they go on their own.
Send help. Send help for
Whatever.
me, please. I beg of anyone. Just send the help. Simply Small Engine, my very first ever live. Well, welcome, you handsome devil, you. I like your little picture there showing off the gun show.
You know what? He looks like a young Martin.
He's a handsome
Retro
devil.
Restore.
Well, I'm happy to have you here, and I'm glad.
Yes, welcome.
I'm glad your first live is here. Well, thank you so much. You know what? We don't have a super chat. No, no wish list, no Amazonian wish list, none of that. You know what we like? If you have a few laughs, if you pick up something from the channel, if you make some new friends, and we just like that you're having a good time. That's it.
So here's the thing. So
and come back again.
So
and
why also none of that too is right. So.
Oh, are you going to go on a soapbox now?
No,
we're having a good time.
Just whatever you take from this channel
get to this handsome guy
and you learn and the minute you learn something is your ability to teach something. So that's what we want you to do. If you ever learn something from us, I know you're a Small Engine channel. If you ever learn something from us, what the biggest compliment to us is either take it for yourself and apply it to yourself and teach someone else. And the money that you save by doing it yourself, or the money that you earn services for doing what we've taught you, spend it on yourself. Or spend it on something that means, your family, your kids, whatever. We had one guy who's been taking his kid out for ice cream because we saved him so much money for the past 3 months. That's what we want you guys to do. There's no need to spend it on us. Spend it on yourself. No one is going to take better care of you than you. Unless you're married to me. Then I could take good care of you. Right?
If you didn't have me, Lord knows. Lord knows. But speaking of handsome gentlemen, Jamie O. So, how many of you out there, when you've never met someone before, you have in your mind what you imagine they look like, right? And I'm not going to lie to you. More so often than not, I am dead wrong, and I imagine what people look like, and they never end up looking like what I think they're going to. Jamie, I always had in my mind what I thought you looked like. And today, the mister, I guess, stumbled across you on the Instagram, and he said, look at Jamie O. Jamie, you are ever as much handsome and exactly what I thought you would look like as your Instagram picture.
Red.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Jamie.
I know.
But Jamie, you are handsome and you're charming. You are such a catch. You truly are. What a nice guy. But I am never on the mark when it comes to what someone is like in my head. And you were spot on. Ken, I always imagined you to be my Prince Charming. I'm still waiting for you to claim your bedroom. Ken, I got my mums before my eye incident. So disappointed in mums this year.
We should do a mum picture, an Arian snowblower and mums.
I will say that's the only thing they have going for them.
That'll be our full cover spread.
They match the Aryans almost. They're like a shade of orange. That I had to Edward Scissorhands Ken and trim them up, and so disappointing. What a season. And now my favorite month is practically over. Mowers by Mitch. Good afternoon. I'm working my way down. Maybe by the end of the chat, I'll get to good evening. I'm so tired. It's been such a day. Such a beautiful day with the kids. I'm so tired. Oh, man. How about Ray McCarty? Good evening to you, Ray. Now we're working our way down. Good to have you here. Simply Small Engine says, this is my first time I found your channel. Well, you know what we're going to say to you, Love Bug? You've got to subscribe. You've got to hit the notification bell. Then Mister's going to want to know.
No, I think I watched one of his. I think he lives in Arizona or Vegas. They don't get snow. I see him do a couple of vlogs.
But what do you like to tinker on, love? Do you like to tinker, or is this just
No, he works.
You're learning, or what?
He works.
Can I finish a full sentence?
Well, somebody has to have a clue around here.
Simply Small Engine. Remember who thinks you got the gun show happening. Who are you already leaning towards? Are you the Mrs. fan or are you a Mr. fan? Let me know, baby. Let me know. Let mommy know.
What a joke.
Bald Eagle Love. Oh, hi, honey. Thank you so much. And thank you for the well wishes. And I'm catching up on all those messages on the post. Guys, if you truly want to know, you guys know this already. Those of you who have been around for a minute, if you want to know the way to my heart, now, since you can't physically be here for a little hug, because a hug is, I'm telling you, you want to win me over, a hug is where it's at. But leaving those messages, I'm not even joking with you guys. That, I don't want to get all teary and everything on you guys, because you guys have been with me through all those, but that's the stuff I'm talking about. I love you guys so much. That means so much to me. DC Lawn Maintenance and Snow Removal. How you doing? Good to have you here. And Rick Lovebug, Chris is seeing with two highs. I hope you.
So I think Rick
It's
was the only
good to
person.
see with two eyes now.
I think Rick was the only person to pick up about the picture I posted on our community page about us being whatever with her eyes. So good eye, got the eye.
Yeah, no. So also, I know a few people asked about that C word. No, thank goodness, no. And just so you guys do know, like obviously with going back to school and all that stuff after work, always, if I've been in doctor's offices and stuff like that, I always think of my children first. They come first. They are my number one. And I was tested and all that for the C word to make sure I wasn't exposed to anything in doctor's offices. And no, thank God, no. It was this periorbital cellulitis is not contagious. It is an infection of the eye that is not contagious. It's all autoimmune, thank God. And unfortunately, the other thing I learned is that it can actually lay dormant for a small amount of time and actually move to the other eye, which is something that's why she also wanted to see me this morning, because I started getting small bumps right under the right eye. And so now we're really monitoring, and I just have to make sure I'm keeping up on this eye, and I'm keeping all, the stress, everything kind of at bay right now, because that's the last thing I need is to have that brew on the other side. No fun at all. Prime for a good time. Chris Small Engines, how are you, sweetheart? Good to have you here. Oh, I got a little crazy with my little clicker. I got so excited. I primed and I got so excited. I see Chris in the chat, and oh my goodness, things get so crazy. What just happened here?
Oh, I don't know. You must have clicked something by mistake.
How do we make?
What'd you do?
I don't know. Make it go away.
I don't know what you did. You never had that before. Did you click on something?
No, don't block that person.
I don't know we don't know who that is. Hold on. What'd you click? Hold on one second.
All over. Don't do that.
I'm trying to get rid of that thing you did. All right, to get rid of this thing, we're gonna have to hide someone's comment. I don't know what she did. So if we hide your comment, it's nothing personal. She clicked something.
Wait, you're hiding a lot of comments.
No, look what it says. Hide current. What is that?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, no,
move,
stop.
Move,
I
move,
know what you
You're
did.
touching too many things.
No,
you get rid of that thing.
I know what you did. We have to get rid of Chris's comment. And then hold on. There we go. All right, there we go. Sorry.
Oh, but that I don't know. Wait, hold on. I think you went too far back now. Oh, I can't trust you. You're dangerous. Oh, we can't trust the mister.
All right, so you figure that out. Backyard Garage. I have this 4-month-old Turtle personal pave. I used it about 10 mowing cuts, and now it won't start. Stop starting after it ran out of gas. Thoughts? So most likely, 110%, you have a gas-related issue. So before you start going down this deep rabbit hole, something quick, diagnostic step, pick up a can of starting fluid, or if you could put a little bit of gas in like a spray bottle or something and you could spray it into the carburetor, pull off the air filter cover, pull off the air filter, spritz your gas or your starting fluid with lubricity into the inlet. If the machine fires up and runs and dies, you have a fuel-related issue. Gentleman here by the name of Steve Small Engine Saloon has taught me and many others, and I've put this video on my channel and I've acknowledged him. I'm not going to take credit for something that I put out there that I've never done before. That opening for your carburetor, which should be plastic, should be Briggs & Stratton, okay? That is a very, very, very tiny, tiny opening. Due to emissions and the crappiest state in the United States of California, right? It's a very, very tiny hole. You need to get yourself a micro drill bit set, okay? If you go through one of our videos, you're gonna see I have a link in there to show you where to buy one. And what you wanna do is you wanna take that carburetor apart and you wanna open up that jet just a little bit using that drill bit set, and that will greatly or eliminate the chances of your carburetor clogging up with minuscule stuff as you use it. If you decide to leave gas in it outside the season for extended period long of time, I don't care how big that hole is, that's not going to help you. That's just a little tip. So stick with that. Go through our videos. If you have trouble with it, drop me a message on some random video on Instagram and I will put you to the correct videos that will help you. And if you want to send me a picture of your machine to help you even more, do that as well.
So I'm just going to, so you just missed a lot of stuff. So since, you know what, I don't know what happened. And guys, if it's still buffering, let me know. We're getting a really bad storm this way. So I wonder if that's playing into effect a little bit. I'm just going to go, because I have it on my end, some of the chat here. Rob Bear, it's good to have you. Good to have you so much.
Bears.
So
I will give away, I don't mean to cut you off. As you guys know, I have a phenomenal, how long, for Bear Spares. Bear Spares sells used snowblower parts. I have been using Rob for what, 4 or 5 years now?
Since we watched Making a Murderer.
He is my go-to guy for used snowblower parts. Obviously, you guys can access his information through here right now on the channel. I am going to be making a dedicated video just for him. I'm going to be texting him details later of what I can say, what I can't say, what I can and can't say, what information I can give you guys, what I can't. I have his personal phone number, so I want to make sure if I could share that with you guys or not. But anyway, as you guys know, I am a snowblower fanatic, and I have a Craftsman 929, and it suffers from the age-old cracked plastic sheet. And I spoke to the neighbor about upgrading it so it will never happen ever again, and increased snow performance. And guess who had the part? Mr. Bear Spares at a phenomenal price, shipped to my front door in 2 days. And I am in Long Island, New York, and he is all the way in Wisconsin. So that'll show you.
They don't just have great cheese.
Is it Wisconsin? I forget.
Wisconsin is the cheese state, but not just anymore. They have Bear
Minnesota,
Spares.
I forgot. But yes, they have bad spares. Anyway,
Wisconsin
don't matter.
is cheap. Are you questioning me? Oh,
no.
Man. Guys,
anyway, so I'm going to be doing dedicated.
Do we really need him anymore?
I'm going to be doing a week of videos because, you know, I feel like people are so quick to complain. I'm going to be releasing a week of videos of positive experiences I have with companies and other individuals that do what we do, and that you guys can utilize them too.
Hopefully you're not promoting any cheese.
No. So that's going to be something coming along. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be Bear Spares, Shurcan, and we already did Pro Parts Direct. I don't know. I'll figure something else out for the third one.
Better be Royal Purple, since I keep getting so many calls from them.
Oh.
I'm still in here. So Ken, you can give me a hug, and it doesn't have to be just at 3 a.m., but 3 a.m. I'm in bed. So I guess, are we snuggling? Wait, I got a bunch you missed, so just hold off. Sugar Loaf G.
All right, that's Nick.
Wait, Nick, are you killing me?
No. He's another snowblower, Ariens fanatic. So if you guys love the older Ariens, that is an excellent channel to check out. I can help you out, but he is very affluent, and just as I am to my current generation that I love and use and promote, is what he is to the generation he loves and he promotes. He's also a very accomplished mechanic, works on 2-cycle stuff.
Okay.
And also, my other account on Facebook is banned, so just want to wish your wife congratulations on her new endeavor. And that was a great photo you posted of her.
Wow, banned. That's something you're used to being. Thomas Andrews, love, great to have you here in the house.
Thomas Andrews just got done with COVID.
Oh, love bug. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing okay. Brando from BS Small Engines, great to have you here. Hooked on Classics, great to have you here. Rusty Rooster, good evening.
Rusty Rooster,
to have you,
thank
honey.
you so much for the shout out. We've been a little busy here, but we will go back to the video and say our doodly bits. So we didn't want you to think that it not go unrecognized. We do appreciate it. Absolutely.
Haha, Ken says, is there a stressor next to you? Possibly.
You know why she's nervous? We finally got the parts in for Mandingo. And Mandingo's going under the knife tomorrow. So it can go one way or the other. We're praying it goes one way. So that's why she's a little stressed.
I'm stressed? Why would I be stressed by that? Wait, I'm not done yet. Let's see. Brando says, I think she can fix that Ken with a frying pan. Very nice. Brando, good save. Polar Bear, good to have you.
Uncle Ed, how are you?
Bill Clement, another very handsome young. Bill, I gotta tell you, I got a bone to pick with you. I like your new picture. Very cool. But I miss your other one. You want to know why? Because your other picture was actually you. You're such a handsome fella. Like, why not keep the other one up? I like it. I liked your other one. Oh, Zombie Mower says, happy Halloween weekend.
Yes. So KCB, I did, that'll be my buffer video. We'll go through my project pile. As you guys seen, Henry Moldblower stopped by and helped us unload a lawn tractor, which we just sold last weekend, thank God. But in the midst of me doing things, I decided to offload a couple of projects that I just have not been able to get to over the years. Usually I donate my equipment to a younger gentleman, and I've been doing it for quite some time. He has been very busy himself. I said, you know what? Let me just see if someone will actually buy this stuff. And they did. And I'll show you guys a couple of photos. That'll be my buffer video. We'll do a project pile video. That'll be a buffer video. Sounds good? Sounds like a plan? Project pile?
Can't wait. I'll be there. Oh, wow. Keep going. We've got a party up in here. You're slow. Jamie O says, consider hitting the thumbs up. Thank you, young man. Whoa. I can't read that fast. My eyes are just starting to get better there, Chief. Slow your roll, Buttercup. My God. Okay. Woo, this kid over here. You give these young bucks a little clicker and they go flying through. Mega! Hey, baby, how are you?
Hey, baby.
I love Mega. Mega and I go back. Like, if you can't.
I guess this is going to be a very
jungle.
expensive Valentine's Day for us, because how many Valentines are you going to send out?
Oh, I love all these guys. I love all these guys. These are my friends. These guys, hey, these are my true blues. Ray says, my commute as from the bedroom to my desk to the living room. God bless.
God bless. Phenomenal.
Because I
can't wait.
And I have a question for everybody. This is going to hurt my ego, and it may hurt yours. I had a chat with a friend too today. So I'll never forget, and God's getting me back. So for those of you who've been around for a long time, I lost my mother. She was only 53 when she passed.
So that means I have 13 more.
Oh my God. You're going to strike by lightning. Jesus Christmas. Anyway, but I can remember, you should choke on your ice. I'll never forget, my mother had to be about mid-40s when she used to say to me, Christina, I'm not so good with driving at night anymore. I'm like, Ma, wear your glasses. You're fine. She goes, no, it's not even about that. Like, I can see with my glasses on. It's like the glare of the road, the cars. I get anxious, this and that. I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? Holy crumbs. This morning, like I was driving in the dark, heading towards the city to go to this eye doctor appointment. I had my glasses on. I could see fine, but the glare of the road, the lights, the tail lights, this and that, I am definitely at that phase at my age at this point. I am not great driving anymore when it's dark and the sun hasn't come up or it's getting late at night. Oh my God. And I feel like this is my mother looking down on me and being like, told you so. anyone else out there like at that point, been at that point? Is it just me? Like, oh my God. I dread driving at night anymore. I really do. It is like my least favorite time anymore to drive. And I'm like, it literally just hit me like this year. And I'm at that time, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't think this time would come. And forgive me, God, that I ever made fun of my mother back in the day. Let's see here. Jason Summers says hello, and to everyone in the chat. Well, hello back to you. It's great to have you here. We're happy you're joining us. Polar, I know there's so many friends here. This is so great. Can you imagine if we could all just hang out together right now? Oh my God, I have you all here.
We need to have a bigger house, which I've been trying to tell you. Let's move.
You always tell me our house is too big. Guys, I could fit you all here.
We need more yard.
Jason, there's 34 people here. Our house fit 34, no problem at all.
It does,
but seriously, I'd have some munchies. We could have some drinks. Oh, guys, it would be so much fun. We should have you guys all here. It'd be such a good time. Mega says, how do you feel with my hands? You're my people. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're saying hello. Yeah, a pirate. The dread pirate. Arr! No, thank you. No, thank you. Diners are really good. Diners are good. There's a little bit of everything, this and that. And I love, you know what, Ken? When you come to live here, we've got like your mainstream diner, like, your town diner. But then we have like your family diner. And you'd really like that too. Like, because like one is like old school. Like you go in this one diner, it's like everybody knows each other's name. Hey Larry, how are the grandkids? They haven't updated it in like 30 years, but like it's good. It's really, really, really good. And you like giving them business, it's like old school. Nothing like old grease on the flat top. Yes, amen, amen. Home fries, delicious, yes. You know what I got that day I went? I was craving a tuna melt. I don't know where it came from. I just wanted a tuna melt. He looked at me like, ugh. Different generation. Can't appreciate a good tuna melt. Sending good vibes from across the pond. Mike, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Nom, nom, nom. I love you, Mega. Iron Duke. It's okay. You can run late. You're here. That's all that matters. We're so happy that you're joining us. Thank you. Thank you. No, he definitely. Listen.
No, I would never. It was just, just to get those people at the diner.
He's one card short of deck, but he's not. He's not that dumb. He's not that dumb.
No, I was raised better.
He would lose all his teeth. Because my mama gave me a good right hand hook. Just wear shades, people will think you're famous.
So speaking of famous, we had a gentleman bring us 3 Ariens for repairs, upgrades, and maintenance.
I thought he was getting my Christmas gift.
All the way from New Jersey. So that was pretty rewarding and a big compliment to all of us. So that was pretty good. So I think that's our celebrity moment for something like that. We've probably had maybe 2 or 3 celebrity moments, but that one was pretty good for us. As you guys know, but we met obviously through our channel, and he has an Ariens 1028, and he blew the gearbox, and through our channel, and he was a DIY person, really never done anything like this before. We thought it was his best bet to get the entire upgraded auger assembly, which, as you guys know, is the final piece to our custom supercharged Hemi 420cc. I says, why are you going to rebuild your old gearbox? Why don't you just get the upgraded one so you can have increased snow throw, increased performance, and all you have to do is take out the old part and suck it back in. There is no case to seal. It's just a better investment for you for your time and what you're comfortable with doing. And so he did that, and he actually was having trouble getting the old auger pulley off from the gear housing, from the chute itself. And he's writing me questions on Instagram, writing me questions. I'm like, you know what? Let's get on Instagram. Let's do a phone call chat. And that's how we've met some of you guys. And we helped him finish up the rest of his job. And then after that was all said and done, he said that he wanted to bring us a couple of Arians that he wanted to just modify the impeller, go through with a fine-tooth comb. Some of these machines are missing a little doodads here and there. And someone like me who knows these machines pretty well, because we have like 12 of them, I know what bolts are missing, what's supposed to go where, and the correct hardware, and these little things that I had to undo, redo. He had a couple of issues going on. He just felt comfortable that after I've gone through them, and then what we've gone through on the channel, that he could resume maintaining and loving and owning, his machine. So that was pretty cool about that. That was a starstruck moment. I actually have a picture and everything with him. He called me at like a terrible time because I'm so busy, but when he comes, he was supposed to come tomorrow, but with work, he's going to come Sunday. We'll do a little something, so it'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. I thought when I saw 3 Arians out there, I'm like,
she's like, what did you buy?
You gave me a Christmas gift, you little schmoozer, you. I thought it was like my feel better present. Let's see here. Mega says, not having eyesight. Yeah, I've had one eye my whole life. Too much. What to do with you? Aw, thank you, Love Bug. I appreciate that. Thought that was for me. Let's see. I'll sleep in the garage if I had a chance to get across. You know what? The sad part is here. If some of you guys wouldn't mind bunking up, we've got plenty of bedrooms. We got plenty of places to shack up here at the Pate Castle.
If YouTube blesses us with some crazy paycheck, then yeah, we could do something like that, or we'll just continue to do really well with our investments.
I was going to say,
we'll have to shake.
The investments are going pretty well right now. You're making some really good moves lately, which has been great. Rob Bear says, hope you're feeling better. Nice aliens cap.
Arians.
Oh, Arians cap. Sorry.
So Rob, right now, we appreciate Rob coming here. Rob is actually
at work.
Rob is actually at work right now. I don't want to get you in trouble, but so you got to give him some leeway.
That's okay. Yes, did I dress for school, Kenny? I was a 101 Dalmatian, and I was adorable. I even had floppy ears. And one of the teachers had made shirts.
Did you take any pictures we could post?
You know what? None of just myself. And
I could crop you out. I can make it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Rick says, as clean as Bruce is in his shop, maybe he can clean up your infection. Very cute. Jason is beyond help on some days, but he was very, very, you know what? He was very, very helpful during this episode with my eye. And honestly, if it, God forbid, goes to the right, he's going to have to kick in again. This is what you have to, it's just what you have to do. Unfortunately, you got to help each other out. Thank you so much. We have a good time too. So we hope you are too. John Clem, great to have you here. Another fine gentleman. What a great crowd tonight. God, guys, I know we say this all the time, and we're really not, you guys can blow enough smoke out your own tush, so we don't have to blow any up it. When we say it, that we appreciate it. When you guys say, where are the super chats, where's the Amazon list? Like, no way. The fact that you guys are taking some time out of your Friday night to hang out with us and give us a few laughs and vice versa, like, this is it. This is it. This is how this is all you need to do for us and vice versa. Like, this is huge. You don't have to be here, and you're choosing to be here, and we appreciate it. So thank you so much. It means a lot. Let's see here. And please let us know what's going on this weekend. What are you guys up to this week? Let's see. I'm just making it through. Edward King, you guys rock. Edward, you're not new to us. I know you. You bet you haven't been here in a while, though. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
Yes
no,
or
I think
no?
you're getting him with. Remember the guy who we fixed it? I fixed his power washer. He was a king.
Help me out. Help me out. Jason Pate is buying everyone dinner. You know what, Thomas?
That's fine.
If you all came
I agree
here,
to that. I won't.
No, I was gonna say if you all came here, I'm cooking. You want cooking, or you want to buy food? What do you want to do? Because I thought you guys liked a good home cooked meal. Picture Sloth from the Goonies for me. No. Mowers and blowers are done, Rich. If Jason didn't have you, there'd be an engine and parts on that table.
Wait a minute. We did have an engine here on the line.
And I almost had a heart attack. Not on my farmhouse table, Rich. Oh, Rich, no. Rich, that's it. You're sleeping in the shed, Rich. Aw, he's blushing. Hey, I call it like it is. When you're a good-looking gentleman, you deserve a compliment. You are one good-looking gentleman, sir. I got to see that picture today. Are we giving out candy? So, yes, I hope we... Why are you choking? No. Yes, we are. But I had to do something this year because we're both bad with having candy in the house. So I'm not bringing it into the house until tomorrow. I've had it for 2 weeks now. But I actually hid it somewhere, so neither one of us would start nibbling on it until we had trick-or-treaters. So I hope because it's a Sunday that we'll have the kids coming around. Kaiser Dog!
Kaiser Dog was checking on you this whole week.
I love it. Steve, I'm sending you a hug right back, my friends.
Ridiculous.
Aw, Steve probably gives a good hug.
Ridiculous.
A real big bear
Click
hug.
on Will.
Hi, Will. Small Engine Repair LLC. That's awesome.
So congratulations on your snowblower sale. So we have been selling snowblowers. We are in a little bit of a shortage of snowblowers. And I don't want to kill content, but I did make a stupid purchase, but I probably saved this lady's life by doing this. So in the midst of trying to save this lady's life and us needing a snowblower, I extremely overpaid for this thing, but it is what it is. We need to have a certain amount of snowblowers. We have like 5, and someone's coming Sunday. We have a couple people coming Sunday for snowblowers. I don't know what we're going to have, and I'm stressing out over that. But I don't know why I'm stressing out, because we're not selling anything for less than full asking price. And we spoke about this the last time, and I raised my prices. Everybody else is raising their prices, so why can't I? So I don't know. I don't know how I sound when I say like this. Like, I'm upset I don't have snowblowers, but I'm upset because as soon as I get them, I'm selling them. Now I'm curious because you sent me that he got this free triple belted MTD snowblower. Some of you guys give MTD a bad rap. Once you guys start getting into snowblowers and here and there too, and see what makes them tick and blow and move the whole nine, that MTD was ahead of its time for that generation. And I think that is probably the best generation of MTDs that I've ever seen. I just also came across a older MTD, which I had no idea existed. I actually posted it, on Facebook in a snowblower group. And I'm like, I just need to go add this to my collection, but too bad it's in Colorado. So curious how your MTD is going along. I know obviously you're going to have to get it running. Are you going to restyle and restore it? Or are you just going to, get it mowing and blowing and get it going and blowing and then get it out the door? Just curious how you operate. I know you are a very, very busy person because you actually tackle commercial work, which is a whole different animal in itself. And my hat's off to you because a lot of your commercial stuff is two-stroke. And congratulations on turning it into a business. If I didn't say that already, congratulations. Will was a garage guy like me, a driveway damsel, just like 116, and he was able to turn this into a full-blown business. Oh, and like Mondo Mowers himself. Another good channel, another great individual.
Mondo is in here.
Yes. I see he got another. So we're talking about how we're talking about like I'm going to be doing a release of good videos. Mondo Mowers did a nice, lovely post for Pro Parts Direct about how they've been taking care of him and their service and their prices. I mean, I can't stress this more than enough, right? You know, Pro Parts Direct, you know, for us, Red Max, if we have any Red Max parts and issues, Pro Parts Direct is numero uno for us. You know, and everything else, you know, we try and be competitive within reason. But if you have any Red Max or Husqvarna issues, Pro Parts Direct, best in the game for them, for sure, for sure. And then, of course, go through their website and see everything else. What got us hooked on Pro Parts Direct is their customer service
Phenomenal.
is phenomenal and slim to none. And that's what started our very, very healthy relationship, because they wanted to do something right by me. And I didn't know how to react towards it. So then I decided I wanted to do something nice for them. And we just started meshing, and they're just great.
We've just been very, I got to be honest, we've been very lucky when it comes to the vendors that we work with. He's, you know, he deals with Pro Parts Direct a lot more than I do. I deal with Royal Purple a lot, and I have a phenomenal relationship and rapport with them. I mean, phenomenal. Like to the point where they call and just to check up and see how we're doing. But again, I'm going to stress this, and I can't stress it enough. A lot of it is developing that rapport. And also, it's not just promoting the product. I'll be honest with you. It's not harassing these companies. It's not just promoting the product. A lot of like the relationship we have with Royal Purple, it was literally getting on the phone. I remember the first conversation I ever had with Royal Purple. I had a parlay with one of the head directors for like an hour and a half. And Lee, I think I literally talked to him everything about his grandson and fishing and what we did and like our story. And literally it led to like them asking if they could call us again and have a conversation. And at the end of the day, like that's the kind of relationship we have with our vendors. It was no different than that with Arians also. Like I just love who we work with and the relationships we have with them, and nothing is forced. Nothing is like, you know, you have to do this by this date. And we just love what we do, love who we work with. And that's why at the end of the day, like we feel good behind what we're using, and just the value behind the product. I mean, and Pro Parts Direct for sure. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him get off the phone with them and have a dissatisfied experience. And that you can't really say that about many companies out there. William, good to see you.
What do you call a deer with no eyes? No eye deer.
What do you call
a deer with no eyes?
We got jokes now, huh, Mega?
See, everybody's coming over.
Aww. Oh wait, what'd you do? You just bounced all over the place.
Oh, whoops! I get.
What'd you do? Okay, you're off again. You're fired. My God, I let you go a little crazy with this, and then look what happens here. Where'd you get to here? Where were you?
Hello.
Oh my God, what happened to you? Oh my gosh, you're a mess. You are a mess, child. We got that. Aw, Jamie O'Hara just subscribed to Mando. That's what we love to see. You won't be disappointed, Jamie. Mando's phenomenal. Where is Stella? Stella, good to see you. I hope all is well by you, Stella. Aw, no, I love you more.
Oh, this house should be flooded with Valentine's Day gifts. I see this.
Aw. You know what, Thomas? He gives off too much body heat. I would be hurting myself. Bill Clemens says, break out the chain because you're going to be... Oh, too fun. Oh, Puller says, I've always had had trouble driving at night. Interesting. Yeah, this is not looking good for me with this whole night driving thing. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Stella, I do have special lenses in these, but I can't even with just my contacts, Stella. I have issues, and the eye doctor said I shouldn't be having issues with the contacts. So I don't know. And I get so anxious too, like with the other drivers coming up, and I can't see it well. And I'm like, oh my God, everything my mother used to describe about night driving down to the T. And I'm like, oh my, and I'm right in that age bracket of when she started having these issues. And I'm like, not fun. All I'm going to say without giving too much away is, yes, I concur, Robert Bear. Same. Let's see here. Did she say drinks? Yes, Rusty Rooster. Drinks, dinner, and dessert. I'll give you all the above if you want to come on by.
Yes, the drinks. Yes, the drinks. Yes.
Yes, the drinks.
Yes.
Jason needs a bigger garage. Guys, hang out in the garage. Listen, Puller, we're working on it. But Uncle Ed, in the meantime, if you want to hang out in the garage, the rest of us are going to be in here having a meal, having drinks, having dessert, and having some laughs.
We'll just have drinks in the garage.
You and Uncle Ed can stand in there. Rally Small Engine says, how about some thumbs up? Yeah, let's do it. Thanks. Appreciate that. Braden, Small Engine, what's up, everyone? Braden, you know what I'm going to ask you? Did you bring them? Let's see if you answer the question. You know I'm going to ask if you bought something with you tonight. Let's see here. So, Bill loves some diners. I love it.
So
I love
diners
it.
is one end. So
He knows.
Correct. I know.
He corrected it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You answered it. I have the cheese and wine, which I never forget to bring.
What the heck?
High five, Brandon. Excellent. Good job. Tomorrow is diner pancakes alone. Ken, I cannot handle this. That's it. So I've got Kenny, who's moving in the 1-bedroom. Mowers and blowers outdone. Rich, fine. I love you too much. You're not living in the shed. I'll make a bedroom upstairs for you. Steve Small Engine, I guess we can't get rid of him, so Steve, you could spoon in the middle. But Ken, we can't have you going to diners alone. You're moving in. That's it. It's official.
Why don't you guys go to, I have to be at work. Why don't you guys do breakfast tomorrow?
Ken, I think that was like Indecent Proposal. You know how the movie goes.
What the hell? I don't care.
There's a movie. Let's see. Wait, everybody, let's have fun with Jason. Let's see how young he is. Have you ever seen the movie Indecent Proposal?
No.
You know what it's about?
Yes.
Are you okay if we give
I
Ken
remember the
an Indecent
advertisements
Proposal?
and reruns on USA.
Oh, goodness. Mondo says, I finally finished it up. Thank God I have 72 hours.
82.
82. Holy crap. That was just in one machine?
Yep.
God bless you. Wow. Is this a keeper or selling? Or a fix?
I don't know. The last thing I seen was his John Deere. I'm a little behind. Sorry.
Holy cow.
Doesn't matter. So how about this?
That's awesome. I mean,
82 hours, no matter what
God
it is.
bless you, man.
That's a customer's machine. God bless you. Number two, that's a big jump for you. And I'm going to have to go along and say this, even with me, there's a learning curve for me on certain things. I do not charge customers for my mishaps, my discoveries and adventures as I get lost and I dive down the rabbit hole. I feel like customers should not be paying for I'm trying to think of how I could word this, my lack of experience or expertise, or I would say sometimes, I doubt myself sometimes, I diagnose things, so I will try and go through things with a little bit of a finer tooth comb, where I'll double back because sometimes I get lost and paranoid. And that's mainly with like two-stroke. But yeah, I absolutely understand. So 82 hours, no matter what it is, that is an absolute learning experience for you. And no matter what the end result is, I mean, that whole endeavor is priceless. And I assume at 82 hours, God willing, that thing is up and running. And that is the most unequivocal feeling of something like that leaving or actually, getting physically running itself from the way it started to the way to the end. So keep going. Well, we'll definitely have to catch up with that.
Guys, I'm really good about, if you don't want to be here, don't. I'm good about the thumbs up. We had all thumbs up until just now. So whoever just gave a thumbs down, maybe a new person in the chat or something.
Why do you care?
Nobody has to give a thumbs down because you don't have to be here if you don't want to. You know how I feel about that. So I'm going to see who's recently entering the chat because that's how it must have happened. Mondo, I have you guys all beat 4 a.m. Ugh. This morning I did 4:30, so you do have me beat. And you know what, Mondo? You've got kids too.
Early bird catches the worm.
But he's got kids. So he's got kid tired too on top of it. Braden, small engine repairs. Mr. P, the pressure's on. Not really, but I can get one of those Arians.
Where can I get? So Arian sent us this hat.
So you see the rim here, Braden? There's certain ones that are like, they come out with special edition ones too, Love Bug.
Has the American flag and also on the back.
He's like
so they
Americana stuff all the ways.
But I would assume that you can get this on their website. We'll see what we can do.
Which by the way, we have to thank you guys for something. Not that it matters, to be honest with us, but this man hit 5,000 subscribers the other day.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
And I'll be honest with you, we really don't look at things like that. That, like, yes, it matters, but it really doesn't. Like, thank you for that. I mean, that's so cool. It really is so stinking cool.
5K. We all hit
but
5K.
like, that's where I'm going with it. Like, you guys hit 5,000. Like, that's what really matters.
He messaged me and he was like, I'm like, oh crap, I hit 5.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
cool.
I think that's so cool for all of us. Like, we're not about like the numbers like that, but like when stuff like that happens, like, you know what we think of? We're like, wow, we met so-and-so like during this last 1,000, or we did this machine with like these guys during this 1,000. Like, that's the kind of milestone stuff we think about. Like, we think of the memories, honest to God. Like, that's the kind of stuff that matters to us. And like, that happened with you guys, like that's big for us. So we love you guys. Thank you so much. Kenny says first snow thrower arrived today at 6:21 for paddles and wear edge.
That's the cutting edge on the bottom. That's interesting. That's a very pretty new snowblower. So I guess it's a commercially used. If not, I wonder, I think we were talking about how you were saying that the R's are actually the commercial. You can take a non-R model and the paddles are a little less thicker. So pretty interesting about how that goes.
Iron Duke says, oh, good deal. I'm sure to my eye. Yes, I am very happy. Paul, you never have to apologize. And I hope you tuck those little babies in. And Paul,
they should be tuckered out. I saw their pictures on Instagram.
Oh my goodness. They must be so excited. I know as a parent, like to have a holiday fall on the weekend, like that's always so nice because now you can like enjoy the day. And at least the rain is coming tomorrow. So Sunday's supposed to be nice for trick-or-treating. But I hope you have such a beautiful day with the kiddos on Sunday. That's going to be so nice. Mondo, I just can't wait to give them the bill. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching,
ka-ching. Don't forget, the bigger the machine, the bigger the prize.
Yes, sir. And he well earned that money. Kenny says, Mondo, I listen to the radio news from 4 to 5, out of bed at 5.
So you want to hear something funny? As an older adult on the way to work, I don't listen to music at my early hour. I listen to the news. That's exactly what my parents, my grandparents, when they didn't drive, they were in Brooklyn, they would have, it wasn't 1010 news, but it was like WINS, W-I-N. I remember it's the same voice, and I'd be playing all day in the morning till around like lunchtime and sometimes at night, but at night they would transition to the TV. So I am exactly that. And it's funny because I get up in the morning, and now because the weather's changing, I always ask Google what the weather is so I know how to address. But even though that, I still need to listen to the news. It's just something very, very different.
We're such an intriguing couple, and I listen to motivational seminars on my way to work. Woo! Oh, Paul, thank you, love bug. So if you missed the beginning, it was periorbital colitis, not contagious, but quite serious, and it can really start affecting your vision. We're watching out for the right eye now. I went back this morning. We're treating it, and if it doesn't completely go away within 2 weeks, November 13th, I will have to have a procedure for her to completely remove it. So, send all the good vibes that hopefully it, with all the treatment she's giving me to work on, that it goes away. And Ken is in work by 6 a.m. Yeah, Ken, that seems, you're ever so slight. Kenny, you and I could even get each other off to work in the morning. We literally, for the exception of, I usually, make the Mr. his breakfast and get him off to work. We literally have almost the same schedule. I could just make your breakfast up and your coffee, and I can get both my men off to work in the morning. We could be like Three's Company. It'll be so much fun. It'll be like a sleepover every day. Puller, I go to breakfast every weekend at Patty's Place. See, we just need another A in there, Puller, and you can come here. Why do you waste all your money going to Patty's Place? Iron Duke, get those thumbs up. I agree. Boo-hoo to the one person, whoever came in recently, who decided to give that thumbs down. I agree. Somebody obviously rolled out on the wrong side of the bed, and they don't have a Halloween costume.
Oh, Lord.
Ken Small Engine, Halloween snowblower sales. Yes, that's the best way to trick or treat.
Yeah, so we are getting mollywopped with a horrible storm tomorrow, and that's pushing off a lot of people. That guy who I finished up his 3 errands, he was supposed to come tomorrow. Hopefully I didn't want him to come tomorrow because I'd like to send him off. I don't want to be like, all right, you drove all this way. See you later, love you, bye. I'd like to interact with him to a certain extent. So I'm glad he's coming Sunday due to the weather.
Mm-hmm. Chris, get that single aunt ready to party. So I hate to sound morbid, Ken, but the one aunt that I had that was single, she was the one who passed away last March. My godmother. So actually, I don't have any single aunts left. So we're just going to have to do this whole, what do they call it? Swingers?
What the?
Is that what they call it? I'm asking.
No.
Oh, he's saying no. So what do they call it then when we sister
Next.
wives?
No, keep going. Move on.
What is it?
Move on.
Well, we don't have
No.
more than one wife.
Move on.
Husband wives.
Move on.
Husband's wives.
Move on.
Doing an engine swap with my Craftsman 5 HP swap it with a Predator Hemi engine 6.5.
So congratulations. I know I've been breaking your chops about it, and I will probably break your chops about this till the end of time. Papa Pate knows best. And I told you from the get-go, I would never steer you guys wrong, number one. Number two, I wouldn't tell you guys to do something that I would never do myself. I am very, very transparent on this channel. And I know some of you guys hate it, and there's some of you guys love it. I know even me and Bruce Pender, we have our opposing views, but that's what makes this whole YouTube community and this little thing that we have going on great. And we've also told each other a few things. Bruce has told me a few things. We just have different things and nationalities. I don't know if you want me to spill the beans on your project or not, but Mr. Andrews put himself through a gambit that wasn't necessary. If he would have took my advice off of Jump Street, he would have saved himself a lot of time, money, which is very important, money, and aggravation. He was also very fortunate enough to, 1, beat COVID, 2, score Predator engine. With everything going on, Predator engines by me, 0. They are completely out of stock. There is no report of when they're coming in. There is one guy locally who is price gouging. He wants $250 for a Predator engine. Now, good for him. I just won't pay that type of money. Thomas got his for free. But he's stuck with another snowblower where he has more time and energy than what it's worth. But don't forget, as you get along and you start doing these things, the better you get at them, and time and these little lessons become priceless, and you won't happen to make these mistakes again. I know I make mistakes, and I try and only make them once because that's how bad those mistakes are. You never forget those mistakes, and that's okay. So keep up the good work. I'm glad it's working out. I saw your video that you sent me on Instagram. We are definitely proud of you for sure.
And Thomas, I saw what you said. Thomas, we can't call it sister wives because if it's just Ken and him and me and possibly Steve's small engine, that's 3 husbands, 1 wife. So I think we have to call it husband's wife. Wait, no.
Why is that? No.
I think we need, right? It would be husband,
No.
wife.
No. No. No.
He's getting hot under the collar. I guess Jason's keeping an eye on you. Oh, we got a bunch of comedians in the house. You went to Mega School of Comedy, Ken. Speaking of Mega, I'm speaking to you from the future, Saturday afternoon here. Yes,
Oh, wow.
You're a little ahead of us, young man. Roger McDonald says, Christina, Jason will always be there in a pinch. Yes. Honestly, I think hopefully after this last incident, the Mr. realizes that we've got to start chipping in and helping one another out. We are all we have left. Does that mean Jason was your star pupil? I don't know about that. Working on it. It's rainy and gloomy here in central Kentucky. I'm glad to be here with all of you tonight. Iron Duke. If you weren't so far away, I'd want to give you a hug. I am sending a virtual hug right now your way. It's going to be yucky here tomorrow. It's really like nippy here right now, like 40s. It's chilly, it's crisp, but like the perfect fall night. So yeah, honestly, this is a real nice place to be right now. So I concur. I feel the same way. Yes. A Steve Small Engine. Wow, just saw it. What an honor. You know what? It is an honor. You know what? To call a friend like a guy named Steve, a friend. I have to say, Steve, and to also get a hug from a guy named Steve, it is an honor. Steve, if you're listening, we'll kick Jason out. You can have the whole other side of the bed. Fine. You pulled my leg. Jason, you can have the room across the hall now. Kenny says, sellers market this winter, good for us. Yeah, when you have ships that won't be able to come into port, you guys will be selling up a storm.
So mark my words, I've been saying this for quite some time. Right? There is going to be a snowblower shortage, and it is what it is. So you guys need to get on the, what is it?
Poop or get off the pot?
Poop or get off the pot. Because before you know it's going to come and go. Lowe's is already sold out of compact 24s local to us. You're not getting any more in stock. Amazing, right? So just keep that in mind. As far as any other brands, we won't know until as we go there to get supplies and stop in here and there. But when I was at Lowe's in Farmingdale, they were sold out of the 24s, and they told me that they weren't getting any more. And that is it. Absolutely amazing. So, excuse me, keep that in mind. And that's why I'm paying a little bit more than what I should, because it's either that or nothing. So I'd rather have something than nothing. And that's just, how we are.
Simply Small Engine Repair says, I stopped dealing with customers. I just flip and videos now for YouTube. Yeah, I mean, it's cyclic for some people, you have to decide what works for you in the here and the now.
Yep.
And you don't owe explanations to anyone for that. If that's working for you, the flipping and the videoing for now.
So there are a lot of people that I interact with them. I was just talking to, he'd be on here, Catfish Slayer on Instagram. He's somebody else.
Oh, that's who we're missing tonight. That's what I was thinking of.
And we were talking back and forth, and he was saying that he just does not deal with customers. He'd rather just fix and flip and do his own stuff. So I was just rumbling on a couple of numbers with him because I felt comfortable sharing a couple of things with him like that. And he said that's no way that he could do anything like that. and he had a bad instance. He only had one instance. He went to fix this lady's lawnmower, and she needed a complete tune-up and a carburetor service. And that's not carburetor is not factored into a tune-up. And she was willing to pay $30 for all of that. And that is just no. And I don't, I understand certain people or certain situations, some of you guys would do that. But, for us, depending on the situation, I would not open up or roll out my toolbox for, that type of money. Because if you even think about it, you could buy a lawnmower or come across a free, and do that type of work. And you're looking at a payday, if your cards are right, for a lot more than $35. That's just, me personally.
Rick said, Jason, don't be jealous. Chris is getting all the hugs. I will give you a hug, my friend. Rick, I'm glad that you bring this up, actually, because as you noticed about a couple messages ago, Steve now officially gets to share the king-size bed, and Jason's now across the hall in one of the guest bedrooms. So
you get a garage.
Rick,
you don't have to worry about
Rick,
it.
You are now invited to share the pull-out guest bed across the hall with Jason, since you're willing to spoon. Or is that hug? I can't read. The vision's still not good here. Is that spoon or hug? I can't see it so good. I think it says spoon. You're willing to spoon Jason. Thanks, Rick. We appreciate you. And now Jason doesn't feel alone.
It's 2021. Love is love. Love is love.
Oh, my goodness. Hook, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Let's see here. Simply Small Engine Repair says, right, Bill, plus I'm so close to 1,000 subs for being paid. Need 15 more. Oh, guys, come on. I'm sure in just this chat alone, Simply Small Engines can get himself up 15 subs. I mean, let's be realistic here. Come on. We've got 39 people in our chat alone tonight. I mean, come on. If nothing else tonight, make sure you check out Simply Small Engine Repair and make sure you subscribe. Absolutely. That's what this community is about, is being there for each other and supporting quality channels, right? Boneyard, a fellow Long Islander, how are you? And yes, this man does work on commercial equipment. Yes, he definitely does.
A lot of walkers. It's amazing how those things are set up, like a little car. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely amazing equipment on his channel, that's for sure. Who do we have here? Yeah, Simply Small Engines loves Pro Parts too. Franco, the boss, my love bug. Well. Happy I'm able to pop in. Are you better, Mrs. P? Jason, how are you, pal? Franco, first of all, love bug. As I had mentioned earlier, fingers crossed, we got about 2 more weeks of this thing really needs to hit the road before having to do anything more serious to get rid of it.
How'd you make out with your Honda mower? You
send me
abandoned
your Canadian
me.
Good luck.
I gave you all that information, and then you abandoned me. Let me know what the end result is.
Oh, is he another one? He's not feeling love, Franco. I think he needs spooning or hugging or whatever he's going for tonight. He bought out potato chips, comfort food. I think he needs some love, Franco. I'm trying to get on with more sponsors. You know what I'm going to say to this? Like I mentioned to you earlier, we've got a great relationship with Pro Parts Direct. Like I said, Royal Purple calls me. I don't even have to call them anymore. The relationship is phenomenal. First name basis with one of their top guys over there. At the end of the day, you've got to have relationships. And what they're not looking for, they're not looking for a leech. They're not looking for the person who's literally calling just for the sponsorship. They're calling for some of them relationships. And that's what we have with Royal Purple, for example.
So about this, I know a lot of you guys, I don't know if I should maybe do a video, but like on selling and stuff like that with these garage sales. And some of you guys like to rag on me. I don't know if you guys are breaking my chops or being serious. That I like to ramble on sometimes with somebody. And I believe when you're selling to somebody, you need to interact.
Yes.
You need to connect with them on some sort of way or some sort of level. And to me, it's very easy with a lawnmower because I do have a nice yard. I'm a fanatic with my lawn. And when people start, when I sold the lawn tractor this past weekend, I think my lawn is what sold the tractor because that's what his wife brought up. She kept saying, "Oh my God, what a beautiful lawn, what a beautiful lawn." And to the point where I just said, "Listen, if you think this tractor is going to help you have a beautiful lawn, like you have the wrong mentality. It's a good start." And you need to interact, you need to connect with someone. All right, for the most part, yeah, not every sale is going to be cut and dry where they want to give you a lawnmower handed out of the way. If the opportunity presents itself and you can see they're on the fence, connect with them. And I guarantee the sale will be over said and done. You might spend a little bit more time than usual, but you want to make sure that that person feels comfortable giving you money for the things that you're selling them. And that's just something, here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Henry over Mowblowers, what's happening? Happy birthday, by the way. I think if I saw briefly, it is 5-0. You want to correct me on that?
No, I think aren't you like 53 or 54, Henry? I think 54, if memory serves me right? Am I right or am I wrong, Henry? I think I'm right. I'm not sure.
We normally don't talk about age, but
you know what? But a girl does not have to disclose her exact age. I mean, by all means, age is a number.
Working on these machines will keep you young.
Yes, exactly.
Especially that golf cart project you got going on.
Exactly.
And it's funny how the universe works, that Henry was able to get a motor from Little Lou's when you needed it the most. So pretty interesting.
My Lanta, look what the kitty cat drug in.
Oh, Jesus.
It's nothing but the Southern gentleman, Mr. Ellis Mowers. Ellis, it's a pleasure to have you here. Another phenomenal channel. If you have not checked out Ellis Mowers, I mean, he's a common household name. Please make sure that you do. Ellis, it's always a pleasure to have you here. What are you working on now, my friend? I know you are as busy and cranking along things as we typically are. So I know if we haven't heard from you in a minute, it's because you are working.
Ellis is busy because Ellis was working on his house.
It's either house or machines. So
it's funny, when we bought this house, we had electrical issues, and Ellis is having electrical issues too. He was able to rectify on his own. We had to call somebody in.
Ellis, I'll put it this way. When we took down walls in this house where the electrical was, they drew drawings, like cartoon drawings where the electrical was. Like, I think they might have been smoking funny cigarettes, if you know what I mean, while they were doing the electrical in this house. I mean, it was atrocious. It really, really was. Yes, Iron Duke, I agree. A thumbs down is like a middle finger. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I pretty much have a good idea who the person is who does the thumbs down. And you know what's really sad? It's just because they like can't hang with the other kids in the playground. So it's like, because they can't hang with the other kids, it's like they put a thumbs down. It's like, I know who you are. I know when you came in the chat. It's like,
care. Let it go.
Clearly, Iron, this isn't between you. It's me and Iron Duke, and we both mentioned it more than once now, because you know what? Be a bigger man or woman than that.
We have 35 people here, and you're worried about one thumbs down.
Because you know who it is too, which is sad. DC lawn maintenance and snow removal. Henry, I'm seeing your package next week.
Very nice. Very nice.
Congrats for the 5,000. We get a lot of congrats. John, congrats. I am thinking, you know what? I do have to put together a little giveaway for sure. There's a lot of congratulations. Boneyard, I got to be honest with you. Your channel and what you showcase on your channel is out of this world and rare. This I find hard to believe. Like, honest to goodness, guys and gals in the chat, like, I'm sure everyone here is already subscribed, because like I would normally say, like, everybody jump on and subscribe. Boneyard is a treasure. Like I watched when the I mean, we catch your videos, Boneyard, like as soon as you put anything out. But like his channel is just an absolute treasure. I mean, the fact that you're here on the island with us, it's so neat to know that like someone with your skills and the things you're doing, you're right here in our own backyard.
I
almost.
told you the secret sauce to your channel growing is you need to do more in-depth videos on the commercial equipment that you repair. That is your ticket to greatness. No other channel will be able to compete with you until they start taking on bigger equipment. If you start doing in-depth videos on those Walker lawnmowers or those Bobcats that you have, I'm very sure the views and the subs will come pouring in. That's just me. But when you do get it, no matter what, it'll happen.
I mean, and so well beyond deserved. Rob B1, hey, I realize it's time to change the oil in almost every machine I have. I need the space. I need to space them out better.
All right, so then how about this?
The shoemaker's kid who needs shoes, right?
So how about this, right? Well, first I didn't even fix my Time Master yet. It's ridiculous. I have a video of that coming out. I used a different lawnmower, wrecked my yard. What a piece of stuff. Anyway, the positive thing with doing that is that you slot away one day or acclimate a certain time in the day to do all that. Remember, as you're heating up and changing the oil on one machine and servicing it, the other machine is running, warming up, and you rinse and repeat till they're all done. That's how I look at it. So not a bad thing to do.
Good advice. Lot more congratulations, guys.
We did it.
I'm not gonna, because I swear I'll start getting teary. You guys are amazing. This is congratulations to all of us. Jamie O'Hara says, can you tell us about your save on the LIE fixing the 18-wheeler? Remember the post you put up, Bob?
Yeah, so I did like a YouTube short. It was a rainy Monday morning. I shared it on YouTube Sunday, but I did it on Instagram the day of. I mean, how do I say this? Truck drivers, for the most part, I think Polar Bear Ed would understand, KCB, maybe even you, Iron Duke, for sure. Fields and people, individuals have changed. Truck drivers have changed. Mechanics have changed. I'm not going to bash truck drivers, right?
And be easy, because my Scotty Keller's in the chat.
Scotty Keller could have done this. And that's saying a lot. I like to break Scott's balls from, front to back, inside out. Twist them till they turn blue and purple. It's fun.
Kind of enjoyment, or
this guy.
This is getting uncomfortable.
If he would have got out of his truck for a whole whooping 5 minutes, he could have figured out what the issue was, and either A, made the repair himself, or B, made a choice to keep on driving, and the thing would have went away, and he would have continued to drive, and he would have got it fixed at a later date and time. He would have did his route. So he's an 18-wheeler, heard a loud bang and a pop, and sparks were flying on the LIE, which is the Long Island Expressway. So it's a very main road that starts.
Can be busy around it.
It is busy. So this happened in the middle of rush hour. As you guys can see, there was lots of traffic.
Dangerous.
And I was dispatched to that roll call. And usually when I get dispatched to a roll call, I always ask, what is the issue? Did the driver get out and look at it? Because sometimes I only have limited stock of parts on the service truck. So instead of me trying to go to the truck and then potentially run back to go get something, if I'm relatively close to the shop, I will run back to the shop, grab things I think I might need, and then go on the roll call. I literally had no information. Now, what kind of threw me off is that he heard a loud bang and a pop and then sparks flying. Usually that doesn't, happen. The loud bang and a pop and then sparks, that's really not. Something like that would happen is you have to think when stuff like this happens. When you go on a roll call, whether it's for a small engine repair or a tractor, you have to think ahead. So the loud bang and a pop sounds great. It could be a tire or an airbag, which is suspension, where it fills up and keeps everything, under load. Now, where the sparks go flying is kind of where it threw me off. Like, well, what could a tire blow that produces sparks? And I've seen my fair share of blowouts. None of them have ever produced sparks. So I was completely thrown off. He ended up blowing a shock. A shock snapped right in half. And it was kind of interesting to me because the tractor and trailer were literally both brand new. So because this guy was driving, the loud bang was, I guess, the shock, I'm sorry, the loud pop was the shock exploding because shock is filled with air and pressure and oil. So that must have been the pop of the shock. It literally ripped in half. And then the bang was the shock spinning around. And then the sparks was him dragging the shock along the pavement to the LIE. So when I got there, the shock was actually embedded into the ground. So all he had to do was go in reverse, and that unwedged the shock. And all I did was I took the shock and, I just zip tied it because there was a place for me to zip tie it to secure a spot on the truck where it never fall out. And I says, listen, this is what happened. You can go about your day, no problems. And then when you get to your home location, they could take care of the repair for you. Or if you want to stop by our shop, I'll make sure we have the part in stock and we can take care of it. And he just wanted to go about his day and go home. Now, my whole thing was that this guy had zero interest. He didn't even look thrilled that I fixed his truck in the first place. Not that he shouldn't be anyway. But if this guy would have got out of his truck to look what was going on, he probably could have saved himself about an hour because, I don't forget, from roll call, I have to be dispatched. I was already someplace else. I have to get there, sit in traffic, the whole nine. People are different. If that was your own personal truck or whatever, you would get out and look, and you would look at things. The first thing you would do is not call a mechanic or a technician or a service. That's just me. So, that was the roll call. I was happy because that was simple. And he was just, emotionless. All right, thanks, man. And he went about his day. That's why I kind of gave that wave, goodbye. But in hindsight, I wish all my roll calls were that easy. Some of them are not.
Mrs. P, you better be taking Jason trick-or-treating if he's a good boy. I expect on Instagram pic of him dressed.
She didn't want to dress up this year.
Oh,
all you have to do is be a pirate.
Worry.
All you have to do is be a pirate.
No. It's not too late to dress you up and take you trick-or-treating, though, especially since Casey wants a picture too.
Go to Ellis's comment. Go to Ellis's
You're
comment.
skipping all over the place here. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christmas. What are you doing here? Franco the boss, remember when Jason sold the mower in women's clothes? Guys, if you want a little giggle, go back to last year's live. And boy, oh boy, that was a funny little good time.
That was epic. And that goes into 2020, 2021, right? What did I say to the guy? I'm like, listen, I'm in Halloween costume. And he says, it's okay. I never knew what you looked like before we met. So I can't pass judgment on you when I met you.
Guys, remember,
that was ultimate. That was amazing.
Remember the wig? And then I put him in that sweater that
was pink.
He had a pink sweater that said snuggle weather on it. He went to do the sale. And then I had that god-awful mustache that I kept chewing on the line. You're Chrissy. I'll be Three's Company. Yes. Ken, you're getting the vision. I love it. I love it. Jason can be Janet. Three's Company had 2 women, 1 man. Sorry.
I don't know what that is.
Oh God, you know nothing. You know nothing.
You're saying so Henry's saying Briggs is from Elmira, New York. I don't think it can be as bad.
He's talking about moving.
Cyclone.
So Scott Keller, where are you thinking of moving to, love? Are you Scott? If you need to,
his whole family. What do you say? His whole family's associated to.
But Jason, let's be sensitive here. at the end of the day, like his family's been through a lot this year, is what he's saying.
Yeah, but he's saying like he's like a staple. The Twains are a staple in his community.
But Scott, if you need somewhere to stay for a while, you could always stay here.
Remember, we offered
Even
to watch Mr. Briggs.
Even with Ken moving in and Steve Small Engine moving in, we still have another room, so you can still move in. Let's see here. Oh, this is cool. Doug's Garage.
Hasn't been here in a while, but glad you were doing well.
Yeah, thank you. I
For stopping
appreciate
by.
that.
Don't go to Utica.
Yeah, nobody goes to Utica. Don't go there. Let's see here. 3 men and a baby. Oh my gosh, guys,
What
how
the
cute
hell?
would that be?
Where are you guys coming
Oh
on?
my gosh,
I don't
could
even
you
wanna talk about
imagine how
this.
cute it would be if like we had little ones and all you guys could like be here and oh how cute.
Hell are you
I
talking
love
about?
it. Oh my gosh. Ken and I are building a vision. If you can't jump on board, get
I
on.
don't
There's
see the
plenty of
vision.
people to replace you.
I don't see.
Oh
the
my
vision.
gosh, I can't even handle you right now. Ay, ay, ay. Brother's husband. See? Yes, yes.
I don't even know.
I got predator freed. I'm keeping the Craftsman. It's my backup.
Very nice.
Okay, very nice. Oh, congratulations, Thomas. That's beautiful. Excellent. Very nice. That is such nice news. Yes, I did call you, young man, because you're not a day over 30. Winky wink. I can't wink yet with this side, but I'm winking. I'm winking at you, Mega. See, Scott, you won't have to worry about taxes because you're just going to live here with us.
What the hell?
I love this name, Frickin' Chickens. I just fixed my snowblower like 8 minutes ago using one of your videos. Frickin' Chickens, first of all, I love your name. Number 2, you must subscribe because we need someone like you with such a cool name around. Number 3, you are the reason we have this channel.
Yes.
Number 4, good job, honey, that you were able to make a video to help Frickin' Chickens.
So how about this? Is channel-
And number 5, Frickin' Chickens, I'm proud of you. I'm freaking proud of you that you were able to fix your frickin' snowblower. That's phenomenal. That's what this is all
So now
about.
you have to tell us, where are you from? Obviously, we know you get snow. Now tell us what kind of snowblower you got, and we'll go from there.
This
Now
is
you just
great.
got done fixing your snowblower, and I say this time and time and over again. Even though you got done fixing your snowblower, hopefully you are still in fixing mode. Now is a great time to change your oil and service your machine. And then on top of that, I dare you, depending on what the machine is, to modify the impeller. Best thing you should ever do to the machine. I have videos on all of those, and there are people here in this chat that will also help you along the way. 110%. Congratulations, because my videos, my channel means nothing without people like you who want to take the initiative to start tackling and doing things yourself. So congratulations. Hats off to you.
Excellent.
Please write in the comments.
Congratulations.
Yes.
DC, thank you for joining us. Good night, honey. Mega says, I'm old enough to know better, young enough not to care. Amen. I got to tell you, Mega, I just said to someone the other day, I am finally getting to that phase of life. And I said this to someone just yesterday. I am finally there where even when it comes to the things in my own life, as hard as it may be to say to certain people around me, I know what is good for me. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. I know what I'll put up with. And you know what? I really don't care what people think anymore, and I don't really care how it comes out as far as if it's offensive or not offensive. I try my hardest not to be. I truly don't. I like to consider myself a classy lady. But you know what? Not everybody's going to love what you have to say sometimes. And at the end of the day, I'm the one who's got to be comfortable in my own skin. I think things like this and the stress that I put on myself is how it got to this point, and no more. No more. I'm doing what's right for me, and I love this. What you just said resonates. Scott, it's like 43 degrees here,
Perfect for
and
the
it's
grass.
supposed to start raining like at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
I don't
Yuck.
mind rain. Perfect for the grass.
Casey says rain here the last 3 days is going to be nice this weekend. Yeah, we're getting like what came from you is now moving up the East Coast here. 6 stores to find assembly lube. Wow.
Well, you know, that's when you obviously patronize Shop Local. Then after that, order online.
Yeah. Stella says this is getting deep. Ken says Arian's engine on the Ocean are for the deluxe and compact models, so a no-go on those. Casey says 24-inch 2-stage new starting at $999. Oh
yes.
My God. Lion Tribe. Oh my God. What's up, family? Finally made it back. Glad to see the missus doing better. I hope all is well with you guys. What's been up with you? I miss you too. How's the wife? I know you said your wife wasn't feeling the best either. You were kind of putting in overtime like he was. So a big up to all the men out there taking care of their ladies. Mike Showers.
I don't know.
You're smiling. I feel like you're do you know that name?
No, I'm trying to think of
Michael Showers.
You know what I'm thinking of? Like when people put up fake memes to like, and they announce something. So it's like Dick Hertz, DICKHERTZ. I was very like, don't say, I'm not making fun of your name though, but you gotta be. So welcome to the channel, Michael Showers. Please tell us where you're from and do you get snow? That is a mandatory thing when you join our live.
Roger says, I don't have any mowers to do, so I just turned a 1915 heater into an ambient light with 200 LED light inside of it. Took me 35 hours, and she loved. Oh, that's so cool.
So Ken from Small Engines just sent me this photo. Are you okay with me sharing it with the channel?
That's really neat, Roger. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
We're just going to share it. We don't need your authorization.
That's really beautiful, Roger. That's right up my alley. That's
so
gorgeous.
We'll share this.
That's really beautiful.
Hold on 1 second.
Jason, I have a request. Snoopy's RC.
No. I don't ask. I don't.
Doug's Garage says, when I get back into it, I'm just flipping as well. No more customers' machines.
So, all right. So this is what I talk about with customers' machines. And this is what I was trying to tell you guys. All right. So for the most, I think customers' machines will keep you on your feet. That's what you see on the channel. You guys have seen a lot of like mind-blowing and mind-boggling.
Roger says yes.
Okay.
Snoop RC says, I have a pinched nerve in my right arm. Could you do a RC snowblower for me? Would like to meet you. You only want to meet him? Fine, Snoopy. I thought we were friends.
I need to do something real quick.
Okay, hurry up.
Where is? Hold on 1 second. We're multitasking really bad. Where is the earbud? There we go. Hold on 1 second.
That's beautiful.
I don't know why it's not. Why is your computer not coming up? Let's see. Hold on 1 second.
If it takes too long to straight differently.
Oh, why is he but showing up your phone? No,
I don't know.
let's try one more time. We'll figure it out. All right, go ahead, do your thing. I just need to figure this out.
I need my.
All right, go ahead. I'll figure a different one.
Okay. Mowers and blowers. Oh, what'd you do with my clicker? Why is everything you touch so greasy? Are you seeing the stuff I get? Customers do not treat the stuff very well. Working on customer stuff is so much worse than fixing and flipping. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Rich, I mean, we say it all the time. I mean,
Working
Go
on
ahead.
working on customer stuff will keep you on your toes, right? Because you never know what you're going to get. One, as you've seen on the channel, they're not going to be honest with you. The machine will set the truth free. And number two, for the most part, as soon as you fix it, it's guaranteed to be picked up in a time and in a time efficient manner. Sometimes you flip something, you fix and flip something, you're going to be sitting on it for a while. If you repair something, it's for the most part, it's gone. There is no interim. As soon as you finish it, within 24 to 48 hours, cash in your hand, and you're on to the next one. So that's why I like fixing for the most part.
No, that's nonsense. JP says, good evening, Pate, Southern Maine watching. Happy Halloween.
All right, so I know Southern Maine for sure. You guys definitely get snow. Now, I know someone from, was it in the Tahoe area, like Lake Tahoe area? They got snow. And oh my God. So that is pretty something going on. We are looking forward to snow. Do you know when they're projecting snow for us?
Oh, Rusty Rooster, thank you for joining us, honey.
Can we zoom in?
Okay, we're going to show Roger's
So we are
build.
going to show Roger's build right now.
Hi, Nick.
Oh, we're going to screen share. Let's do this. No, this is the screen. Oh.
Hold on, everybody. We can take a power nap while he figures this out.
What is it not? Do you usually click this? No.
Don't remove. What are you doing?
We need to do this. This is what we click.
Well, maybe we can't do this right now. You're going to end up destroying the whole stream on us. You keep clicking us on and off. Stop playing with it.
Did they change this?
Maybe. So let me just finish because people are going to bed.
When you share screen.
Hi, Maddie, save me.
Entire screen.
Dr. Olson, come get me, please. You promised me before.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Here is
man, alive.
the tone.
Slowly.
There's a little delay. Perfect. So here's his light. He said he has over 35 hours into it. That's absolutely amazing. Now let's see. Can we zoom in on this? Look at the attention to detail. So look at that. So I assume that's an LED light. That's black. What is this made out of? What type of metal? And you can see the attention to detail, as you guys could see here as we zoom in. That looks like it's almost polished. Like that's stainless.
Beautiful. Even the color is what I'd want. That's stunning. My grandmother had that piece, but functioning. So the fact he's got a light in it, oh my God, that's gorgeous.
A labor of love, priceless, phenomenal.
That is beautiful.
Phenomenal job. So how about this, Roger? In the comments, tell us the story about this. How'd you get this? And why'd you choose to do what you did to it? Absolutely amazing.
Stunning.
Definitely a one-off, unique piece. You definitely will not get that anyplace else. Oh, that's great. What color is this middle part? That's white.
Is that
silver.
almost like a pewter, or is that a bronze, Roger? What color did you do that middle section?
Yeah, right here.
The part that almost comes out like a lip, like a dish.
Mm-hmm. Very, very
That's
cool.
stunning.
Very, very cool. So if you guys want,
that would look beautiful in my sitting room.
I'm going to steal this photo and I'm going to share it on Instagram for you guys to see for eternity.
That's gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, no, I know that a lot of it looks silver and white, but that middle piece almost looks like a little bit deeper in color.
Nice initials, by the way.
Yeah, same initials as this joker next to me. Ken, is it? Oh, so guess who else has a birthday coming up? Next Friday, this coconut, November 5th, turns 12. So he gets to wear, I'm getting him a new pair of Monday through Sunday undies. Big day for him. Big, big day. Yep, Zombie has it. Oh wait, the arrow is pointing towards me. Never mind. I thought it would hit you.
That's a Henry turned 53.
No,
So
I think it's
Henry,
54.
remember Henry saying he associates selves with things, but like, what is 51?
I think 54. Someone
Oh, the
said 54.
B-51 bomber. That's true.
No, someone said 54. I think it's 54. Ella says kitchen and den are done, ready on drywall finishing and cabinets. Hiring
So let me
those
tell you
jobs out.
something. I cannot stand
Smart.
painting and I cannot stand drywall. It's very no. We painted our entire house, then we had to redo it again. I paid someone else to do it. It is just painful and
Good night,
monotonous.
Maddie. It was good to see
It's very
you for a
tiring
little
work.
bit.
I 110% understand. When I helped my buddy build his house, I even told him flat out, I don't even paint and do spackle and drywall in my own home. I'm not doing it in yours. Call me when you're done. I drew the line. I just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Mm-hmm. Aw, Lion Tribe. Thanks, Love Bug. We appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you. Maybe a birthday stream next week. Yeah, you know what? His birthday's Friday. You know, I'm almost anticipating now. I'm thinking, foreshadowing. We might end up doing next Friday night again too. That's the night for his birthday. So
no, we could do Saturday morning because I won't be able. We'll do a regular Saturday morning live.
Oh, you're not doing O?
No, you said no.
That's not the day.
Oh, whatever day it is. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Let's see. Mega says, sounds good, Kat. I'll be out of town, so I'll watch it later. A lot of you I see subscribing to Boneyard. Amen. Absolutely. That's what it's all about. I love it. I love it. A lot of you, see, I was right. A lot of you have been subscribed to Boneyard for a long time too. Absolutely. Puller says steering wheel holders never touch a wrench.
So I don't know what I guess we call them steering wheel holders. I mean, listen, I'm not going to go down like that rabbit hole, but like even like the way they dress in the home line, it's like some of these guys come out in like sweatpants and sandals, and I'm like, how the freak?
Oh, see, look at this. Mega says, I used to drive trucks, Polar Bear. Used to chuck the truck over.
Yeah, so absolutely. So, you know, even like we're big on this too, because obviously what I do for a living. But even before what I decided to, my father always told me, like, before you go on like a major trip, you should be checking your vehicle before you go over. Now, obviously, because we do what we do, like I had a whole kit and caboodle with me when we went to Rhode Island. And, you know, there's no such thing as a pre-trip anymore. There's tanks called wet tanks. They're supposed to be dry, but they're filled with water. And then because the drivers are supposed to drain them and they don't. I mean, it's just terrible. I mean, you guys that come out in like sweatpants and sandals, like, I don't know. I bust a couple of you guys' chops about wearing sandals and Crocs and whatnot, that you're supposed to look and play the part. For the most part, like that's how I feel. Like you're driving a tractor trailer, you should not be looking like you just rolled out of bed to jump in a 30-ton, 40-ton, you know, even more wrecking ball. You know what I mean? There should be some sort of, how can I use this word? Professionalism. You know what I mean? And I just don't see it.
Yeah.
But then there's also that there are drivers that will go over their truck with a fine-tooth comb and they will drive you absolutely mad. And even though they drive me mad, I appreciate guys like that for some god-awful reason. You know, I had one guy, hours it took me,
excuse me,
hours it took me to find this sound. And you want to know what it was? It was a loose floor bolt for his, he was in a Newsday truck. And it was like when I first started this job, and this guy knew his truck inside and out. He had a vibration at idle. And I just could not pinpoint, because obviously his vibration at idle existed when his truck was unloaded. Once you load it up with newspapers and stuff, that vibration went away. He did not want to go on his route until the sound was rectified. Hours it took me until I finally says, you know, we just got to take this load off the truck because I don't hear anything. And once I took the load off the truck, one freaking bolt in the truck backed itself up and it was causing a flutter. that is the type of stuff that will drive you nuts. But then you appreciate a guy like that because that guy kept you busy for hours. Talk about job security.
Mowers and Blowers Outdone says, does anyone know if the plastic carbs all the same besides auto choke and non-auto choke on top? Is the jet inside that pulls out all the same?
They are all the same.
Okay.
I don't know for a fact that they are all the same based on part numbers, but ever since Steve taught me that trick about opening up the idle jet, which I told the other guy to do, okay, all of those carburetors, if I get a mower like that and I have to either replace the carburetor or I have to clean it, I automatically remount that jet 110%, no questions asked. But if I get a lawnmower that's running and driving, I won't do anything to it. I won't go out of my way to do something like that.
Stella says,
it's raining. I have to get the charger out.
Mowers and Blowers Outdone. There are two Adonizer stacks available. One is for high altitude, small jet size, and it is a special order. And Ella says, Mowers and Blowers Outdone, not sure on part numbers. I have so many spares. I usually swap out until it runs right. Thank you, everyone, for helping out with that. Let me just get up to back where we were. So sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to not to put my glasses back on. Uncle Ed is thinking of having his New Year's Eve party again this year. Uncle Ed, I say go for it. Awesome sauce. Boneyard, awesome. I hope we were able to get you a few extra subscribers this evening. Thank you so much for joining us and have a great weekend ahead. Kenny says there are 3 jet sizes. That was for Mowers and Blowers Outdone. I hope that was helpful to you. Aww. So Casey says, I'd come if I was closer, Ed. He means virtual. He's going to do his virtual New Year's Eve show. It's going to be great. Excellent. That sounds like a good time. Ken says this is for Rich at Mowers and Blowers Outdone. Most drill out Rich if hunting. Okay. Ray says 2 guys, a girl, and a pizza place. Alice says different jet sizes like Ken said, but it looks like you can convert to an auto choke, to a primer, or vice versa. Mowers and Blowers Outdone says, I was going to take the jet out of one and put it in a different one, so if I don't have to wait for the mail.
No, just so take out that jet and get your micro drill bit and open that up and put it back in. See if that will fix your issue. For the most part, it will, in my experience.
Doug says, well, folks, it's time for me to scoot. The wife and I are going to have a few drinks and watch for the Halloween movie.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so
well.
much, Doug. Okay, saying goodnight. DC, thank you so much.
Oh, that's right. So how'd your opening day go last week? Or what was a couple weeks ago? Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry, he can't read. Jason's still learning. Yes, don't stress yourself about yeah, amen. I'm not doing it. Life's too short. And you know what? I used to have this thing that if it was friends and family, you'd have to bend over backwards. No, you don't owe any apologies to anyone. Just be a good person. And if that's not enough, enough already. I just can't do more. Yeah, we're getting the same over here. It's going to be brutal. It's just starting now over here. So it's starting early. So it's
perfect. This rain forces me to fix the truck. Mandingo, all the parts came in. They're beautiful, heavy, shiny. My buddy Danny over at DC Motorsports, he's going to meet me, and we are going to hammer away at it and get it done.
Yeah. Uncle Ed says, thanks everyone for a good fun and entertainment. Hope to see y'all Sunday night. Take care and be safe. Uncle Ed has a great show at 7, right? 7 p.m. on Sunday that he does as well. Make sure y'all check that out. Casey says, first day I've done anything since Monday, Roger. Hey, do what you got to do for you sometimes.
So I'm the same way. All right. So with you guys, I'm the same way that, because of how I am and what I do. If it rains, I can't do anything when I get home for the most part. So,
Good night, Rusty.
rainy days force you to take time off for yourself or do other things like
Howdy,
content.
Dr.
Olson,
Olson.
how are you? Click on that.
People are leaving him.
Oh, okay. Hey, Andrew, nice hat.
Hello.
Thank you very, very much. Tell us where you're from and do you get snow?
He's been here before.
Oh, okay. I remember.
Hi, Stella. Yeah, customer stuff makes the great video content. Amen.
Yeah, so let's
yeah,
say this over and over again, right? So if you go out and you buy a machine, obviously you're getting the same type of deal, but I'll always stick to
Hi, Nick.
one repair that will always stick to me, and I even did a video on it. And I think this was like my first like repair that I'm like, are you serious, guy? Besides, I've had 3 of them on the channel, right? You guys like the
that would be awesome, Andrew.
That's what we were talking about, where the guy who said his lawnmower wasn't cutting his grass even, but then how could he not think to drag his mower into the driveway? Like he didn't think that the blade was bent. But the guy who used his lawnmower to cut the weeds and grass growing in his gravel driveway. That was probably the most like mind-boggling, mind-blowing repair that I've ever done. And then the other repair that I'm glad, and I spoke about this on the channel, that helped me fix it quicker than I thought it would. Remember the guy that when he was cutting his grass?
Good night, Thomas. Feel better, honey.
Depending where he was, oil would come out of the air filter and it would start smoking. So, stuff like that. And there's a couple other repair videos, but videos like that is what keeps you on your toes. And if you ever come across a flip that goes south or sour, it's stuff like that you're going to hone back on to reel you back in and take care of that. And like that, like I said, that repair that Mondo's doing, that's 82 hours long, that's gonna pay him back a lifetime for sure.
Roger says it's all metal and the top was smashed down 2 inches, 200 LED lights, white and charcoal. See, I knew it was a different color than silver. Charcoal metallic paint, stunning. Iron Man Duke says Batman underoos. You know what? He's due for some new Monday through Sundays. He likes to flip them inside out every now and then.
What was the cartoon I used to like? These things in my underwear. Oh.
Didn't you have Superman ones, I thought?
I had Superman, but then who's the warrior? I have to look.
Oh, okay. I smell a cake coming to So he got a cake last weekend because we celebrated with his mom and dad and his family. But yes, there will be another cake. We
celebrated 3 birthdays last week.
And we're still going to celebrate with another cake because that's how we roll.
Because I need more
I
cake.
like the Friday night. My B-day is in, we'll sing to you too, Rich. And yeah, I got to be honest with you guys. I personally, I'm exhausted on Fridays from work, but I got to be honest, Friday nights is just, it's easier for me too, especially if he is working on a Saturday, but even if he doesn't have work, it's just easier. But honestly, from the numbers, guys, it seems like Friday nights are working well for you guys too, to be honest with you. I mean, the last couple, babe, I'm just saying, it seems like all my friends, I couldn't help myself. How many candles for that cake?
All right, so how about that?
Too many, I lost count.
How many candles you think are on there? Hey, Eleanor, how are you, man?
Bye, bud. What's going on?
Good question.
Good question for our Pate. How many years has a carburetor last in a Honda mower? I've had Honda mower for 7 years. Should I replace it?
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Hold on.
So here's the thing.
We already answered these.
So here's the thing. I don't replace carburetors as preventative maintenance. I will always keep stuff on the shelf doing what I do. Things have changed. Times have changed. Believe it or not, Honda OEM carburetors are extremely reasonable price compared to an aftermarket one. Aftermarket ones do work well. I know there's a couple people here that OEM. Honda carburetors, aftermarket do work well. If you are nervous about it and you don't want to wait a couple of days to get one in, you just order one and stick it on the shelf. That's all that matters. It's only going to take a little side-by-side box, and that's it. But for the most part, it's very rare that I have replaced a faulty carburetor because the carburetor itself has gone bad. For the most part, I believe that carburetors within a certain numerical value should not even be rebuilt. They should just be replaced. And your Honda Mo carburetor is one of them that should just be replaced.
Mm-hmm. JP says Jason have 6 blowers in the barn finished and 6 more on pallets waiting the operating table. Once the rain ends for Northeast states, we get the beautiful white stuff, hoping to get ready for a few sales. That's the way to do it. Listen.
He has a barn. Wow.
That's very cool.
Wow.
And someone needs to get a toothbrush and some toothpaste.
He has 6 more on pallets. So that means he has storage where he puts them on pallets and lifts them, puts them on shelf. Wow.
Where Scott Keller lives, you can have barns.
Sounds familiar. Wow. I like you. Maybe you're the better JP.
Oh, so we're getting rid of you and getting him? Is that what we're doing?
So absolutely. So listen, I can't say this more than enough. So I think you were saying that you were in Maine. So you have the same dynamic in weather as us. You have 6 snowblowers ready to go. Are you selling any now? We've been selling snowblowers for...
We're only taking full asking price.
I know,
and
but
our prices are going up. That's it.
The past 2-3 months we've been selling snowblowers. So it's been...
Good. It's been good. And the thing is, why wouldn't you sell it if you're going to get full asking price?
If you have your snowblower, see, here's the thing. We talked about this. If you have something, even though it's not the season, put it up for sale.
Absolutely.
You never know what's out there until, like, if you put up a machine for sale, it's like throwing a hook out into a lake. You don't know if you're going to catch a fish until you throw it out. So somebody's going to be looking for something. And as you guys seen on the channel, right, we're selling lawnmowers in the middle of the winter and we're selling snowblowers in the middle of the summer. So as you finish them, put them up for sale. Don't wait for that storm. Do not wait for that storm. Yeah. Do it now.
Alice, I want to get ahead so I can swap out. Mm-hmm. Casey says, I just have a bag of parts to pick from.
Don't we all?
Mega says, run it until it doesn't run anymore, Andrew.
That's right.
Iron Duke says, I have seen the air brake tanks so full they would take a very long time to get rid of the water. The driver couldn't understand why his brakes were wacky.
Yep. So it's like one of those you ever see when you take out, instead of just holding it down, I just take out the whole plug and just the waterfall comes out. It's like mind blowing,
Ellis is headed up to bed. Enjoy the night live tonight, guys. We're going to start wrapping
So I think what you guys are talking about, so this is why I hate Honda lawnmowers. One of the reasons why I hate Honda lawnmowers, they are infamous and they haven't done anything to fix it, that the rear wheels, the bushings and the axles start to rust up over time and they become almost impossible to roll backwards. And you have to take everything apart to sand and file and grease everything down. And if those bushings are worn, you're going to have to replace them.
Mm-hmm. And Stella recommends Andrew use dry silicone spray.
Mm-hmm. Lucas Red and Tacky is excellent for something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge fan of that.
Mega says plain old oil should do, WD-40, etc. Andrew?
Keep it lubed, keep it clean.
That's what Mega says he would use. Andrew says, I used to live in Albany, New York. We saw at least 75 inches of snow. My mother used to be from...
I guess you don't miss it.
My mother was from Little Falls, so about maybe 3 hours, 2-3 hours past there, Andrew. So yeah, definitely was used to the snow. Lawnmower lady, Stella says, flipping for me is a nightmare. Too many tire kickers. I could ask $25 for a brand new Honda mower. And some jerk off will only want to pay $20. Yeah.
So how about this? No matter where you go, there are always going to be tire kickers, mower kickers, tractor kickers, time wasters. But you're going to get that one person that does really, really well. So should we talk about the lawn tractor we sold? We'll save that for another video.
Maybe save that because we're going to wrap up now. It's getting really late now.
But don't let one bad experience cast a bad shadow or dark cloud over the entire project. You're just going to keep going. We do a lot more flipping than we do repairs and stuff like that, even though we're getting busier with repairs. Flipping is our bread and butter. And even though we highlight the glory and the good of it, there are some bad experiences that we highlight on the channel. And we don't let those bad experiences stop us doing what we're doing. We may modify and reword things and change how we do things to stop this from happening, but we'll never, stop the chances of this happening. But, we're going to continue to do what we do. Now, the way selling has become, where people could just go on the computer and type things, people could just throw out offers because they just know that. Like right now, we're in leaf blower season. We are getting lots and lots of lowball offers on our leaf blower season, and it is what it is because people have gone without a leaf blower the whole summer. So in their mind, like I'm not going to spend X amount of money to use it for these next couple of weeks.
My favorite one was today. We have something posted for $275. I'll do full disclosure. Some guy offered me $150. So I turn around. I was like, absolutely not. Good luck in your search. Be on your way. He writes to me, but they're all selling for $150 right now. So I said, really? I said, then you know what? I said, if you're finding all these blowers for $150, the same exact one, I said, that's a phenomenal deal. You better jump on all those blowers and you better get yourself one of those. So he writes back less than 2 minutes later, fine, $175. And so now I've got him up to $200. And I'm like, what happened? You said all these blowers were $150.
So when we first started out, we'd be like, oh my God, but now we're seasoned and we know what to do. We will call people out. We will fact check them.
Come on.
And we show you that. So when you guys come across it, you guys don't get to be us when we first started. You go into panic mode and try and work this deal out.
Yeah.
You learn through us that you guys could do your market research and then you just hit them with fact check them and hit them with what they have to do.
Yeah.
Because in reality, for the most part, I really hate to say this, they're never going to buy anything from you. So you're just either wasting time or you're going to have some fun with them.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to move through these now real quick. Yes, it's like a birthday month around here. So like basically all his family, and then I end birthday season because I'm December 3rd. So like December 3rd ends birthday season for the family. And then we have Christmas a couple weeks later. Mick Mowers by Mitch likes Fridays also. Mega Fix says, quite right, Stella, same here. Always someone thinks they can get it cheaper. Sure.
Wish them luck. And you will find the right buyer.
Mowers by Mitch says, Stella, just stay firm with your price. Someone will give you what you're asking. Amen.
Stella, if you need help, send us a message. I will help you with your ads. I have helped KCB. I have helped numerous other people. We will always extend that to you and everybody else here, no matter what.
Stella says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. LNR says, Stella, it's the same here in North Carolina. And to buy a used push mower that's rusted and not running because half the motor is missing, you're going to pay $30 below new prices. Rick says Saturday morning night live is the best. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. Listen, I would show up either one. I just personally think the Friday night thing is working out for a lot more people. I mean, I'm seeing all of our friends that we haven't seen in so long, but it was the same the last time we did a Friday night one. But we'll talk first before anything. Thank you, Megafix. If haven't lubricated the wheels or anything in 7 years.
Yeah, keep an eye on
good
that.
point, Stella. Casey says, I've been slacking, selling a lot of as blowers, sold probably 10, 12-ish.
Fantastic. Even if you sold one, you're doing a phenomenal job. And even if you sold none and you have 10 and 12 in reserve for when it does happen, you will rise to the occasion. You will get it done. Do not let that dictate.
Scott said, just tucked up doubles in downpour.
So he's hauling 2 trailers tonight.
Please be careful, Scott. Okay, just go slow. Stella says, I'm in North Carolina. Andrew says, Ariens makes the best snowblower, especially if it has a Tecumseh engine.
So it's funny, we were talking about this, and we'll save it maybe for another live, but Ariens is known for their snow blowers. What about their other equipment? Does that tickle your fancy or no? Such as a lawn tractor or a lawn mower.
Mega says, I haven't lubed my mower wheels ever. Must do them one day.
So that's because he has a Honda. And that's the only reason why he needs to stay on top of lubing his just those shafts, just where you tilt up the mower on the side. I don't have it on my channel. But you can go online, you can look about lawnmowers. Bruce Pender has a great video of when you put the lawnmower in reverse, you go to wheel it back, and it's very, very tough. And there's a great video on how to repair that. And by watching that repair, then you'll know exactly where to hit your lube points, even though you don't have to do the repair.
Eleanor says, Stella, I don't know that. I'm near Wilmington.
I didn't know that. Okay, so you guys are close.
Stella says, in RDU. Andrew says, I miss the snow pate. Yep. Andrew says, learn from some bad experiences to make some. Hey, that's what life is.
I like that.
You gotta live and you gotta learn. And the whole thing is, if you're not learning, helping in the barn for the past 3 years.
Okay.
Mega says, quite right, Chris. That's the way. Oh, beer to me too. Enjoyed the live stream. I'll be in New Jersey for a few weeks visiting family for Christmas, New Year's holidays. I'll keep checking the invite to your house
Safe
party.
Travels, and I hope you have a great holiday
season. Hope your eye
season.
continues to heal. Oh, amen to that. Oh, nice and close. My point exactly, Christina. I have no patience. Yeah, you know what?
Oh, come on.
At the end of the no.
When it comes to money, there has to be some sort of patience.
No.
Everything is cut and dry.
You're not listening. See, you know where my patience lies then? When you don't listen. You're not being a listener. Bottom line is, you could be an excellent salesperson, but don't allow people to waste your time. I get right to the point. I drive a message home.
We're different.
And oh, really? Who bought in the most sales less than 3 weeks ago?
I'm not arguing that.
Exactly.
I'm just saying our selling styles are different.
Our selling styles are different and mine are better. End of story. Mowers and blowers outdone. I was born day Apollo 12 went to the moon.
Do you remember that day?
Oh, no. Oh, crumbs. Is that November 9th? Oh, sugar, look it up. Now we need to know. Look it up. Oh, sugar, hold on. Wait, now I got all excited. Now I'm thinking about Rich's birthday.
Very nice, very nice. Still very viable. One of the best snowblowers out there. Beer to me and Joy, who just dropped in here. One of my favorite Ariens on the cheap is your Snow Tech 24. Definitely a lot to keep.
Casey says, I like the gal that told me to see if you get the same Troy pony new for 800. I had mine at 800 used. Checked her ad and she sent was for parts.
Yes. Do not be afraid to confront the customer or potential one.
JP says, sent you a DM of the pick lineup of the pallets. It's an addiction. That guy. I've learned a lot about small engine repairs from you. Love the vids and help. Extra cash is nice.
Right, so thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate this. So a couple of things. Tell me where you're from. Do you get snow? And if you want, on Instagram, send me a couple of pictures of your projects. I always love to see what you guys work on. I am always sharing with you guys. And what do I say before? We don't, do super chats and all sorts of stuff. The biggest compliment, what tickles us pink, is seeing what you guys are up to and what you take from the channel and how you apply. I cannot stress this more than enough. That's our satisfaction.
And thanks for watching this guy.
Yes.
And I hope you subscribe and hit the notification
bell
so you don't miss this guy.
Oh, please.
And that guy, I love you for being with us. Casey, older Ariens are just like craftsmen.
Like them too, yep.
And Rich says, I like Ariens stuff too. I think we have a trend here. We all like our Ariens products. Eleanor says, all right, y'all got to get back to working on the house. Have
Thanks
a good night.
for stopping by. We'll catch you on the next one.
We read that one before.
24.
There are different effective ways to sell products. Both your approaches are right. Andrew's a happy mediator. We like those. JP says no sales on blowers yet.
Well, of course you're not going to sell them if you don't list them.
We need to finish reading. Need to list. Have been focused on generators and servicing other equipment. Okay. You're dripping water all over. My 7-year-old daughter has been helping in the barn I love that, for 3 years. That's phenomenal. Get the kids started early. Roger McDonald says, I like Friday lives and thanks for showing me my project. Oh, we're getting trend for Friday. And no, Roger, thank you for letting us show that. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, this is over 2 hours.
Casey, lawn tractors. Yeah, baby. Rich says, Roger McDonald, it looked great. Yeah.
I'm going to put that on my Instagram. And then
Absolutely
maybe at a certain point
phenomenal.
on the community page in the World Series. What a compliment.
I'm listening to you guys and watching the World Series with no sound. Wow. No sound for the World Series and sound for us. Hey now. Ken says, night all, stay
Have a good
safe.
night.
Got to edit some videos. Ken, I've got plenty of computers here. Fast Wi-Fi. When you move in, you could both edit at the same time.
Aren't you guys going out for breakfast tomorrow morning?
Mega says, thanks for putting on a good show, Mr. and Mrs. P. No, thank you for being here. Good night to Ken, says Iron Duke.
Engine's asking Rick, who does he predict to win the World Series?
And yes, Rick, who's winning the World Series? Once you give us an answer, we'll let you all go. I just want to remind you all, thank you once again. Thank you so much to all of you again for all your support and well wishes over the past week and a half.
2 weeks.
Also, thank you again for all your congratulations on hitting the 5,000 subscriber mark. We could not do that without you. This is a family affair as far as we're concerned, meaning you're part of the family. And again, as we say each and every time we're together, you are truly never alone. You're always part of, whether you want to be or not now at this point, this little nutty squirrely family. You're part of the Pat Taste Performance family now. You're never alone. You always have us if you need us, and we're here for you no matter what. Just reach out and ask. And I hope whether you are resting, wrenching, enjoying, spending time doing anything that you want to be doing this weekend, I hope you are doing it with happiness and love. And on that note, I hope you have a great weekend and an even better week ahead. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell. And remember, on your way out, if you enjoyed your time with us, make sure you give a thumbs up because you chose to be here. Nutty choice, but you chose to be here. We love you, and we will catch you on the next one. Don't forget
to take care of yourself and others as well. Later.
Later.